Testing.
Well, good morning, everyone, and
welcome to Rosslyn Hill Chapel. We call it a spiritual home for open minds. I'm Rev Kate Dean. I serve as the minister for this Unitarian spiritual community, and you are all very welcome here today. In fact, you're welcome to a special all ages service. So there won't be a separate bright lights programme. The children and the adults will stay in the chapel to enjoy some festive activities together. You can probably see there are some tables at the back, and we'll be all moving to those tables. It is an invitation, so you don't have to move if you don't want to. But we'll be moving through those tables a little later to do some drawing, some writing, some making, and some talking. If you're watching at home, you can enjoy tea and conversation in the virtual side aisle via Zoom. You just need to click the link in the YouTube description, or also it was sent out in our email update. And you can take part in activities during the service as well via the chat box. So just type into the YouTube comments box. If you're in the chapel, please do join us for refreshments in the physical side aisle after the service. We have quite a busy day today. You're invited to join us for our community lunch club. That's in the hall a few metres away. And the lunch is served between 12:30 and 1:30, so do join us for that. Then at 2 p.m, back in the chapel, we have our climate cafe. These cafes have been happening in different parts of Hampstead, and it's our turn to host it this afternoon. So from 2 until 4, an opportunity to share our concerns and our anxiety about climate change. And it's based on the Death Cafe model that many of us are familiar with, the model of sharing and discussion. At 6 p.m, we have mindfulness meditation for 30 minutes, and at 7, we offer a labyrinth walking meditation where the whole of our floor is filled with a wonderful labyrinth pattern, which takes about 20 or 30 minutes to walk into the centre and back out again, a very relaxing experience. Our collection will take place during the closing music, and you can make your contribution by cash or by card. Just wave your card at Andrew as he comes around with the card reader, so he knows who to come to. This month, the offering will be shared between the upkeep of this beautiful chapel and our community activities, and this month's good cause, which is the Marylebone Project. It's the only women's-only homelessness centre in the UK that's open 24/7, 365 days of the year, and we feel this is a really important cause to be supporting. And now we're going to light our chalice, and our children will know the words for this, and some adults might do as well. I'm going to light it and then share the words with you, and I hope you'll say them afterwards. So we light our chalice, the symbol of our free and questioning faith, and we say I'll say the words and then you can say the words. So we say we are the chapel of the open minds, the loving hearts, and the helping hands. So should we say that together? We are the chapel of the open minds, the loving hearts, and the helping hands. Thank you, everyone. We're also going to light another candle as a prayer for peace. As we think of the people of Israel and the people of Palestine, we also pray for the people of Sudan, and especially today for the people of Syria, following the momentous events in their country. We pray that they will find a path to peace. And through our words and our actions, may we work towards a world that knows peace. We recognize all of those conflicts around the world, but it is only through our own actions, our thoughts, and our words can we know peace. Now we come together as a spiritual community and we like to get to know one another. So please could you turn to someone near you, say your name and welcome them to chapel this morning. Listen out for the music because that will be our signal to end our conversations. thank you, everyone. I hope we can continue our conversations over the activities later and after the service during our refreshments. But for now, we're going to sing a special version of the 12 Days of Christmas. It was written by one of our chapel members, Julia. So you can hear me, hopefully. So this version was written by Julia Reed, a music teacher, quite a few years ago now, and I just came across it as I was going through my papers and thought it would be great to revisit it. So we're going to sing just the first 5 days to begin with, and the words are in your service sheet. And you'll notice that there are a few things that we do at the chapel that are mentioned here. So let's sing part 1 of the 12 Days of Christmas Unitarian style. Listen for the tune to remind yourself and then rise to sing.
Very short introduction, so stand up now.
Oh, there we go. Stand up now. I don't know if you noticed, but this week, a very big Christmas tree arrived in the middle of London, in a place called Trafalgar Square. And so this is a story about that tree. It's called The Christmas Pine, and it's by Julia Donaldson. You've probably heard of her. The Christmas Pine, with some very lovely pictures by Victoria Sandoy. So here's the Christmas pine standing in the forest. Once upon a time I stood with brothers and sisters in a wood. The old trees told me I had grown from a tiny seed inside a cone. The whispering wind was a friend of mine. She said that I would grow and shine. I grew up tall, I grew up high. I grew until I saw the sky. All the way up. And the tree can even see the wonderful patterns of the northern lights in the sky. Then came the day they cut me down. He's got a big saw and he's ready to cut off the trunk there. And carried me off to a distant town on the back of this long lorry. I travelled far across the sea on a big ship. And now I am a Christmas tree. Come and join us, Daddy.
Daddy!
Here, do you recognise this place? I think it's a picture of Trafalgar Square with the National Gallery in the background. It says, "Here I stand in a city square. I stand and shine in the winter air." And Nelson keeps an eye on me. There's Nelson at the top of the column. And people pass and stop a while. I love to see them gaze and smile. But more, yes, more than anything, I love to hear the children sing. Yes, Lilibet.
I think we did a choir trip to there and I sung, I think very close to that tree.
Yes, there are lots of different children who come. So you sang in front of that tree. That's amazing.
Not in front of it, but I sang
Nearby.
Before the lighting.
Oh yes, because it was only lit a few days ago.
Yeah, I sang them.
Ah, wonderful. And here's the next part. Songs of reindeers, songs of snow, reminding me of long ago. Songs of kings who travelled far, and songs of light from a distant star. I cannot stay forever here. Another tree will come next year. But think of me when I am gone. Remember how I grew and shone. And may the children grow and shine like the Christmas pine. And that's our story of the Christmas pine, and we'll be thinking about wonderful Christmas trees like our one here and making some decorations a little later. So thank you for joining me and for listening so nicely. We're going to do a few more things, and we're going to be thinking quietly to ourselves. So if you want to go back to the table there, and we'll continue the service. Thank you. Do you know, children, one thing that we did forget to do was light our Advent candles. So Seren and Lilibet, do you want to come back and light the Advent candles with me? So there are 2 Advent candles, so you could each light one if you like. We're going to light one for hope and one for peace. Or shall we all do it together? Let's do it together. Here. So.
Okay, fine, I'll do the first one.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Good luck. This one has a small flame.
Okay. Light it from the peace candle.
Good luck.
Like this one.
How will I need good luck?
That's it.
Yeah, you do.
And then that's
Good
it.
luck to you too.
Hey,
sorry.
And this is our Advent candle for peace. A little closer. Shall I help you?
No,
Okay.
put it next to the
Keep going. Move a little closer to here. That's it.
like right next to it. Yeah, like that.
Really?
Maybe curl it.
Around the back. There, you did it. Do you want to blow it out? Thank you. Thank you, girls. Let's give them a round of applause. And now we're going to sing part 2 of our 12 Unitarian Days of Christmas. So listen out for the very short introduction as we sing from the 6th day. seated. We're going to have a little quiet time now. We come together in this community, quiet but not so perfect silence, I think we should say. We love the music that our children bring. We come together in this community, and inside we may feel feelings of happiness, or we may feel sad sometimes. So if you're thinking of someone this morning because you're worried about them or because you want to show how much you love them, please say their name out loud, so we can all think about them in our prayers this morning. I'm thinking of Michael. Spirit of life and love, God of our hearts, we are grateful for those who make us happy, and we are thinking about all those who we are worried about. We hold them in our hearts so they can be surrounded by the loving kindness that we're making in the chapel today. Blessed be, and Amen. And now we're going to have a little bit of quiet time where we're going to listen. Let's start by listening, if we can, to our breath as we breathe in and breathe out. And then we can listen to all of the sounds around us. We can listen to the sounds inside the chapel. We might even be able to hear some sounds outside the chapel, just for a few moments. And now, while we listen to some music, you can come forward if you'd like to light a little candle for someone you're thinking about who needs our love. Thank you, John. Now, our theme for today is Christmas is Coming, in case you hadn't noticed. And I'll take this opportunity to thank those of you who came to our Christmas decorating pizza party yesterday and helped to put up such wonderful decorations. At the tables at the back, we've got 3 different tables for you to choose from, and we have about 20 minutes, so you should be able to move from one table to another. I'll start with table 1, which is the craft table. You have a couple of different options here. You can decorate a little Christmas tree like this by wrapping around some pipe cleaners. We have little stickers and gemstones. Or you can make a hanging icicle as modelled by our Christmas tree over there. This is made by scrunching up some foil, sticking on a loop, and then sticking some gemstones on it. And there's also some colouring if you just want to do some calm Christmas colouring. Then on table 2, directly at the back, we're thinking about our favourite festive moments. So this could be a memory, or it could be your favourite part of this festive season. And the invitation is to take a little wooden heart and hold it to your heart, and then think about this festive moment, and then turn to someone around the table and tell them about it. So that's table 2. And then on table 3, we've got a mural, a Christmas tree mural. We're hoping to make a forest of Christmas trees. You'll see that we've already started, and yours can be small or large, however you'd like to do it, simple or as complicated as you like. Draw your Christmas tree. You can stick some little sticky dots on as baubles, and then write your name underneath it. And perhaps you'd like to write a word that celebrates Christmas in some way. So do go and add your Christmas trees to our mural. As I said, we've got about 20 minutes for this, and we'll play a little bit of music to let you know that we have to finish off these activities and come back to sitting down. But for now, please do go and enjoy.
friends, you look like you're having so much fun.
But we do have to finish the service, so if you wouldn't mind coming back to your chairs, you can bring your creations with you if you'd like. I think we've lost them. So while you're moving back to your chairs, I just want to let you know I have a microphone, a roving microphone, and I could see that there was some interesting discussions going on, a few people sharing their favourite moments. So I would love it if you'd like to share. You won't be on camera, I'll just come to you and they'll be able to hear your voice. Share a favourite moment or just something about the activity that you've just been doing. So I'll switch the microphone on and I'll just check to see. In fact, what we'll do is we'll sing our song and then we will do this sharing. So in that time, I will check to see if anyone online has got some messages for us as well. So we're going to sing the final bit, part 3 of our 12 Days of Christmas. So hopefully you have the words in front of you. Off we go. So I'm going to start off our sharing with a sharing from someone watching at home, Annie, and she says, "Every year my family and I go on a Christmas Day walk to Trent Park with hot chocolate and a cake made by my mum, the highlight of my day every year." So that's from Annie. Thanks, Annie. Now, I have my microphone. I hope you've had time to have a think about your favourite things. Who would like to start?
I used to hugely enjoy going out carol singing with the Crusaders and standing under the lampposts and singing one of the lovely carols after the other. And I still would join in with that if ever I came across it. Thank you.
Thanks, George. Who else would like to share?
Thank you. I spent a Christmas, my husband and I spent a Christmas with friends in Edinburgh about 5 years ago. And it was incredible because they took us on a hike, an absolute hike on Christmas morning, all over Edinburgh, winding up at the zoo, and it was cold, but we were warm because we'd been walking, and we saw wild dogs, but especially we saw poor Mercedes, who is a polar bear, and I don't know if she's still there, but she was brought from Canada to be saved from slaughter and was housed in Edinburgh Zoo, which was really wonderful.
Thanks, Sally. One more? Anyone else want to share? Roger.
A long time ago, I was living with my then wife and children in St. Albans and went to the cathedral for the Christmas Eve service. And if you haven't attended one of these, they put out all the lights, and we sat in the dark, and the choir processed in with a small choir boy leading them with a candle, and everyone else took the light from the candles until the whole cathedral was full of light.
Thank you, Roger. That's a wonderful memory, and a reminder to all of you, if you'd like to experience something similar to that, to come to our Christmas Eve service at 6 o'clock. It's usually packed to the brim with people, so come early if you want to get a seat. Thank you, everyone. So we're going to finish with a communal blessing, and this is taken from the words that the children say in their Bright Light session, and the words are in your service sheet. So let's now say these words together as our closing blessing. They're on the front, at the bottom of the order of service on the front page. Our communal blessing. As we leave this friendly place, love gives light to every face. May the lessons that we learn warm our hearts till we return. Thank you, everyone. The collection will now be taken during this closing music. Thank you to John for the wonderful music today. Thank you to all of you for your contributions of time, talent, and, of course, treasure. And thank you to our stewards and our hospitality team who are going to be serving us tea, coffee, other beverages, perhaps, in the side aisle. So please do join us. Thank you, everyone.